Hey everyone, I'm Elizabeth Grissett Daniels, and I'm a blended family strategist. And along with my husband and myself, we help families blend. We give family strategies on how to blend, how to cope with difficult situations. Um, we help families teach them how to love, how to forgive, how to communicate. Um, and I'm just sitting out here on my porch, just relaxing, listen to the birds chirping. And that's what you have to do sometimes, especially in times like this. You just need to get away and just pull away and just relax. It's so relaxing. It's just so relaxing. And so I want to tell you some things that you can do during these times with your family, how to stay connected. You may have some kids in another state, maybe across town or something. You just can't get to them, but you can FaceTime, you can call, you can text. It's so important. You need to stay connected with your family. You need to let them know that you love them, especially the smaller kids and some of the teenagers. It's a lot of uncertainties, a lot of unknowns right now, but they need to know, um, they need to feel love, they need to feel assurance, and so you need to give them. You may be dealing with your own fears or anxieties, and I would encourage you to pray. Get you some prayer time, some meditating time, get you some scriptures to meditate on to take you through these times. But I want to encourage you to let your kids know that everything's going to be okay. They feed off of you. They feed off of you, and they can feel and sense when things are not right. So you need as much as possible to give them love, assurance. Let them know everything's going to be okay. Talk about some things that you haven't talked about, or things that you need to talk about. Husband and wives, this would be a good time when you're home together, not to fuss or to argue or get debative about it, but some things that maybe some things that's been showing up or popping up that you haven't dealt with that you need to talk about. Maybe wife or husband is spending too much money, and right now we need a budget. We need to pull the purse string, as it was, and focus in on taking care of the family. Some things that maybe you have been disagreeing about, like with the discipline of the children, or the finances, or some things that you just not you haven't come together with. This will be a good time for you guys to pull away and discuss those things, talk about it, and be an active listener. One, express how they feel, and allow the other one to express how they feel, and so that you can get some resolve. And that's not that little monster won't be on the rug. Go ahead and kill that little monster. Don't just push it up on the rug. This will be a good time to go ahead. All those things that you pushed up under the rug, all those things that you haven't dealt with, it'll be a good time to go ahead and deal with those things. Some other things that you can do, you can teach your kids about saving, teach your kids about budgeting, goal setting. You know, right now would be a good time to do that. Play some board games. Make up homemade games. I know my family, we used to make up homemade games. And when my husband retired the military, we used to travel. And from Texas to the Carolinas, we would sing. It was a long way to sing, but we would sing, and we'd do sing-alongs, and we'd play games and stuff. And those are some of my fondest memories of my kids were smaller. And we would sing, and we would play games and stuff. And those create memories. While you're at home during these times, create memories, new memories, fresh memories. Go outside in the backyard and teach the child how to ride a bike, or how to baseball, or sometime things that you've been meaning to do that you haven't really got around to do. This will be time to clean out those closets. I know I got somebody I need to clean out. Find ways to do things together as a family, and that would help you. When you spend time with each other, that helps you mend, that helps you knit together, and it creates a bond, and it creates a trust. So your kids can open up to you and talk to you about things that's bothering them, or things that maybe that's been on their mind that they haven't talked about it. Sometimes as parents, you have to try to get your kids to open up and just throw out little things, little scenarios and stuff. But I promise you, when you spend time with your kids, they'll start opening up to you, and they'll start letting you know about things that maybe they have been feelings or uh, things that they haven't talked about. I promise you they will. It'd be a good time to pray together. You know, the saying goes, a family that prays together stays together. So it would be a good time to pray. Um, Pray together, read the scriptures, stuff that will bring you peace and things that will bring calmness and harmony to the family. Read some books. I went and ordered some books off of Amazon that I've been wanting to read for a long time. It's actually some of my friends that gave me some books. So I'm going to be reading some books. This is one of the things I'm going to be doing. Let's see what else you can be doing. How about cook together? This would be a good time to cook together, and for the moms to teach their daughters how to cook, or vice versa, teach your son how to cook. Um, my sons are very good cooks. They just got like a little natural knack to cook. Bake a cake. Grandma, auntie, Mima, somebody had a recipe that you've been wanting to try out. It'd be a good time now to try out that recipe. And just spend time together. The whole objective is to spend time together. And, you know, we got a garden. We're going to plant a garden. It'd be a good time now to plant you a garden. Plant you some flowers. Even if you don't have the space or the ground or to plant a garden, maybe you can do it in a pot. You can do it in a bucket. You know, be creative and innovative. Find ways to do things, and teach your children how to take care of things, and watch your garden grow. Watch your flowers grow. Put together a puzzle, and not just a little easy puzzle. Get like a 500 or more puzzle piece to put together, and show your kids and yourself that you can accomplish things. You can do things. Life is a puzzle, and sometimes we don't have all the pieces to it, but along the way it all comes together, just like a blended family. It may start off all your parts scattered about, but in time it comes together like a puzzle. Remember to love, to forgive, to communicate. Those are the three ingredients that you do blend in your family. You got to love, you got to communicate, and you got to forgive, and you got to do it over and over and over again. I'm Elizabeth Grissett Daniels, and you can find me at kickingthestepoutoffmom.com. Thank you for listening. Share this video, and be blessed.